What is up, everybody? I seem to be having some internet problems today because my ISP is awesome, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, we're back at King Potato Chips here. So I'm kind of sad. I was thinking about it. This account can't really do a setup that like would be a good what's the way of putting this? Good like outline for how to do it on NA, because I haven't like. If you see this event's coming on NA and you don't have anything rare that's good for it, you would level Lubu to make sure you can do it. That's like the thing to do. But I never leveled Lubu on this account because it doesn't need Lubu because it has this. And so I can use David as my DPS, but that's only on JP, right? You can't use David on NA. So I think later I'll probably play my main account and just kind of do a basic setup that will work for anybody. But so the smart thing to do is to summon Merlin. Like, because it is easy to survive here with David and Merlin. Like, it's no problem. Hey, Looking Glass, thank you for the 145 bits. But I'm not going to do Merlin just for the fun of it. Like, it'll make it more interesting. But I'm actually not sure how I want to do this, because I kind of need... I actually think this won't work on this account, now that I'm thinking about this, because this account needs David on the front. So I can't buff stack them, right? That what you do with your DPS in a team like this is you buff them up, you put them in the back, and then when you bring them back and then buff them again. But I can't do that because if I put David in the back, we're all gonna fucking die. So that's another reason why you would bring Merlin, because you could probably just kill the boss with David with just Merlin buffing him the one time, maybe with Mash also buffing him one time. So we'll see here. Yeah, I'll probably do a Merlin setup at some point just to show, because no one's going to summon Joan of Arc for this. I think everyone's going to summon Merlin for this. So showing teams that can work with Merlin is a good idea. I guess what we could do is use the Switch Mystic Code to bring in Chin. We're going to do this in a really weird way, assuming it even works. Is there a way to do this and not use David? Probably not. Let me think. If I was going to not use David and like have him in the back. There's Asclepius. Asclepius is okay. Let me think. Okay, so if I was gonna do it like this, it's gonna be very different. Hold on. This is gonna be so awkward just because our damage is gonna be so pushing it. Caesar, 555. Hey, Lucky, thank you for the 200 bits. Thanks, guys. Hans in Ps, it's not too bad. You also stall a few turns and try to get David's NP the old-fashioned way so you can do more damage at the end, because this account does have Black Grail. So that's 30, 40, and then Art Chains, probably get it pretty quick. Hey, King. He'd want something like that. I think this is really pushing it on damage, though. I'm not sure it would actually work. I don't really like this. I don't think this is enough damage. And if you're not gonna have damage, you want to go beyond the 20, then you'd want David in the front row. I do not care for this. I'll try it, but I really don't think this will work. It takes a really long time to solo this with Jonah Arc, because she has to be able to kill with normal cards. So you have to have so much damage like down on the boss to do 2 million in a turn. Let's see. Definitely that. Taunt David so he gets more NP gain. I'm actually going to do this just because the sooner you use it, the sooner it comes back. So I am the attack buff, you bastard, although maybe I should have done this next turn because it's going to put me on quite the timer to get my NP in time. Pretty much have to get it right now. I should have taunted David then. Because there's no way he would die this turn and he's not going to need his health later. Thankfully he crit. So why I think this is bad is because when David comes back, I'm only going to be able to give him Nash's attack up, potentially, and then this attack up again, and that's it. That's pretty meh. Not like Merlin is better, but we'll see if it's enough. David does hit hard, but that's not a lot of buffs. Don't think I want to save Qingong, as bad as that is. So yeah, I guess late tonight we're gonna have the Ushi update, hopefully, right, assuming she gets it, but I'm so sure she's gonna get it. We shall see. But yeah, the event starts, I think, really late tonight or early tomorrow, depending on time zones, all that. So somebody asked me the other day if I would level the new assassin, and I was like, probably not, just because I don't see the need for an AoE assassin, and I still stand by everything I said yesterday, but I kind of forgot that event servants, like the welfare, gets double XP. So I could probably level them without it even mattering, so maybe they get leveled because of that. Also, if it's a mission-based event, you'll have to level them. But like, I doubt I'm going to invest in her skill ranks a lot and all that kind of stuff when I'm going to be leveling Fuma. Now, I don't know what her, you know, who knows, maybe her toolkit's going to be amazing, and she's going to be super useful, and she might have taunt, and, you know, God knows what else, but, most likely I don't see her being something I'm going to invest in too heavily, but we'll just have to see what happens. Do I want to stun now, or stun when she's got... No, I should not stun now, we don't even have the defense down yet. Do I NP just a quick chain? I don't think we need the quick chain, actually. I think I'll NP with Mash next turn. Man, you do not see stage 1 Joan of Arc much. I don't really know why, it's kind of cool. Assassin NP gives herself quick up before damage and remove defense buffs after damage. That's not bad. She'll probably do, if she has a damage skill, and then she also does that on her NP will hit pretty hard. Normally I'd give this to Jonah, no, I'm gonna save this. I'll give it to Jonah Arc after she NPs. want to use Hans's art card, but kind of have to skip it here. Yeah, I have no worries about this team going the distance. I have worries about it not having enough damage. The only Joan of Arc stage I don't really like is their third one. It's just a little too much. Going a bit too far with the whole, I don't know, pure maiden look. It's just that much white is eh. It's kind of, I mean, I don't hate it, I guess. What the fuck? Excuse me, what? I guess I need to use a little bit more defense there. Probably should give Nash a defense CE. The fuck was that? Did we get Buster crit with her having the attack up? I saw she had her attack up, but I wasn't paying attention to what actually happened there. Alright, we gotta get a Joan of Arc in here. I don't think a lot of people on my friends list have her, so I might have to slot mine. That's another reason why I want. That's actually the main reason later I want to show off like how to do this really easily with Merlin, because it's everyone, especially on NA, is going to have a lot of Merlins on their friends list. So I want to try to do it with that. But I kind of want to do Joan of Arc over here just because I think it'll be more fun, and I don't get to use Joan of Arc very often. Will fucking no one have her up? I had a couple people with her earlier, but not seeing it here. I don't want to log in to slot mine just because I'm already in a stage with Ushi with the taunt walls dead. That way, if she gets updated, I can see it like right away and make a video right away and whatnot. Okay, there we go. There's one. We'll do that. We'll just use our stun maybe sooner. Oh yeah, Zaw's got her, that's right. What's really gonna suck is if Ushi gets an animation update, but they wait until like, you know, halfway through the event. They've done that before. Like, Mordred was like that. And Kojiro was like that, not exactly an event, but similar circumstance. I think I'll NP with Hans next turn. I don't see any reason to put myself on the clock, other than I could start getting NP back on Hans already, but not worth. I think I taunt on Shen Gong because I actually want to get rid of his evade at some point. Although, putting it on David does make it a lot easier for David to get his MP in time here. We can Art Chain again. I'm just worried Chin is gonna live too long. This will guarantee though David gets his MP. Alright Hans, don't blow it. This is where you would save Scum if you really cared. And if you failed, you'd use Hans' first skill or something. Although I guess it's not bad to give Hans' first skill anyway, because of you might get a lucky crit when you come in. And damage nerd. Very important you don't forget to do that attack up, because when it comes back you can do it again. And especially on this setup where we're really pushing it on damage, we're gonna need every buff we can get. almost want to taunt, but I don't want Nash imploding. Hey, lucky strike again with 100 bits. Thanks. So I did the questionnaire today for FGO, and I asked for story replay. Big surprise. I ask for that every fucking year. Wait, who are you re-rolling for? What? Are you going for Revenger Ushi or something? Well, I guess Hans is living again. All 4 of my accounts ask for story replay. I've only done it on the one account. I don't want to cheat, if you will. Although it is 4 summon tickets. Damn, I don't really want Shenggong to be alive. I could have him yeet Hans, but if Hans lives an extra turn, that would actually be nice. Honestly, I would have done the questionnaire even if you got no tickets. I legitimately want them to get good feedback, so... Because, you know, it behooves the players for the game to be better. How am I supposed to kill Shenggong? I should have taunted him earlier. This was such a mistake. I might have to yeet, Hans. Because if I don't get someone killed, she's going to NP and I won't have a way for Mash to live. I think I have to fucking yeet Hans. This sucks. But he's so close to getting his NP though. Also, I hate the idea of yeeting Hans because then she only has 2 targets and she could fuck up Mash. I should not give Shenggong that evade CE. That's where this is going wrong. What am I gonna... Seriously, what am I supposed to do here? This is not good. Maybe she'll just kill Hans here. I'd love it for Hans to MP, then for him to die. That would be the dream. And then you stun with Joan of Arc so you have time. Oh, that's good. Do that again. Do that again. Always lucky. There we go. That makes up for the nonsense, my mistakes there. Okay. Just, have taunt when you don't have taunt. Easy. Okay, do not miss the defense buff on Mash. Joan of Arc will be fine, but Mash is somewhat in danger here. I just realized Asclepius was a bad pick. Asclepius should have just been any knight class, just so they're tanky. Joan of Arc and Mash are all I need, and that's a lot of bits. But yeah, Asclepius doesn't make sense because he can get ganked. Like literally, I could have made it Ku. Actually, Ku would have been fine because there's just no way Ku is going to die. So let's see, we can do all kinds of things here. We can stun, we can NP seal. I can do Asclepius' charge and get Joan of Arc thing. I guess we'll do this. And if it failed, then I would do Asclepius' skill. Okay, we got the defense down, so this is like the fight right now. Good hand. I like how freaking Joan of Arc, man, just one turn invulnerability for everybody. It's like it's not like one hit or two hits. It's just everybody gets invulnerability. This is Iron Blooded Orphans music. It's very good. This is specifically the SD Gundam version. Yeah, JP damage cuts don't get used up if you have evade or invulnerability. I don't know if it's like that on NA yet. I know it wasn't last time I checked, but that was a while ago. If I didn't have the defense down, I probably wouldn't do both of her defense ups at the same time, but I kind of feel like there's never enough defense up in this phase. And there doesn't need to be a difference because I've always said the only reason that emote didn't get used more is because its name is bad. And it fills the role of PogChamp. I'm actually really glad they made it PogChamp. People have been asking for that for a while, so... I actually hope that's the one we end up getting. I think that would be very fitting at this point. Really no reason to NP with Asclepius here. But the sooner I use it, the sooner... I guess I'll just use his third skill. I feel like I should save that for if, like, Joan of Arc has a really bad run of it. Which, like, right now she's fine. That's why I don't really think I need it. Shoutouts to Asclepius not having the defense down because of, like, the timing. Wow! I guess she has the attack up, we have the defense down, and then she busted and crit, but my god. There's actually a lot of logic to using invulnerability on Asclepius this turn. But it should be fine. The reason is I just don't want him to randomly die to some bullshit. He doesn't have the defense down, but still. By the way, this is where Irie's Veal would be better. Giving guts to yourself when you're in this kind of situation is pretty important. And Asclepius dying is literally how we lose, because then David shows up. I mean, we actually wouldn't lose, then you'd have to stall a lot longer. Dude, that defense down is just crazy! Oh, Jesus, Arjuna with the 5,000 bits. What the fuck? Oh, you got the patch, but, thank you. Well, anyway, I just thanks. I don't know what to say. It's like I'm just sitting here, playing my video game here. But thanks, guys. Alright, well, finally... Dude, we could have used Asclepius' skill... I think twice by now if I had just cast the damn thing. Yeah, check it out, Arjuna. Check out the PogChamp. It's great. I just love the second that they removed PogChamp. That was like one of the first replies was like, "It's our time, brothers." It was great. And Say with the 100 bits. Thank you, Say. Chat, it would take some effort because the way you have to like make it a GIF and sync up the sound. But I'm not sure because Hans is more of Cairo's shtick anyway. But like that Hans video I just made with Thumbelina going boom. I've thought about making that my sub sound, right? Where you cut off the beginning, right? And you kind of just show the bounce and the explosion. And I've thought about that. That might be kind of interesting, but we'll see. Okay, I think we're finally gonna cast this. Wait, no, I should have done Mash's NP. Then I should have cast it. Do I stun here? I almost want to stun here. I mean, Asclepius should be fine. Yeah, I should have cast Asclepius' thing next turn though. It's tough when Mash doesn't have her third skill maxed. Really slows down her keys. Dude, I was reading some of Hans's stories the other day just cuz, and I forgot, like, and I swear it's not the intent entirely, but the little girl with the matches is so depressing. Like, I don't think it's supposed to be, but I guess it's because, like, I really don't subscribe to the afterlife stuff. So, like, the whole thing is kind of just depressing. You know, her father beats her, her mother is either dead or hates her or something, right? The only person in her entire life that is nice to her is her grandmother. And then she freezes to death. It's like, Jesus. Like, you know, they have the whole, oh, but she's happy in heaven at the end, but, still pretty bad. Okay, really no need for our stun. We have quite the excess of survivability here. Finally through the defense down phase, so I probably didn't even need that defense up. Yeah, I mean, dude, kids died in that era so much. I did not realize this, but apparently that's one of his most famous stories. Like, everybody knows Little Mermaid is super famous, but I always thought Thumbelina was more famous than that one, but apparently not. Can Mash weather a smack here? Probably. She doesn't have the defense down anymore. And I gave her the CE. That really adds up, honestly. We're using David because fuck it. The real problem is we don't actually have buffers, and this is what I was saying. It is way smarter to summon Merlin than Joan of Arc, because when you bring your DPS back, Merlin then buffs them, and then you're just set. So I legit do not know if we have the DPS to do this or not. I need to try to get Nash's NP again, though. That's like our only chance. We need to get the attack up from Nash. Attack up from Nash, and this Chico attack up again. And hopefully that's enough. And if it's not, we'll still technically win, because David, Mash, and Joan of Arc, I'm pretty sure, can go forever. And so you could just wait until, you know, she gets enough defense down, and then, you know, do it without buffs. But that, no one wants to do it that way if they can help it. Yeah, later on, I'm going to play my main account, and I'm going to make a team that doesn't rely on David having his buff, because NA's not going to have that, so I'll do something with that. Because then you don't, it's actually easier in some ways, because then David gets to be on the front, which is pretty helpful. Although, okay, here's the thing. When David has his buff, what you do is, you keep David on the front. And you just use him like you normally would to keep everyone alive, right? Because he's a knight class, they're really good for living here. And then you summon your friend's Merlin. So you have David and Merlin and like Mash or something. And then you don't need to buff stack. You just do like Mash's NP, Merlin's buffs, David's buffs, NP, boom, you win. So super easy. But you couldn't do that on NA. So what you would do is you would use David for the survivability stuff. You would not use him for a damage dealer. I mean, you still could if you wanted to, but there's no real reason. It'd take a lot longer. And then you would still probably summon someone's Merlin or something, and then you'd use Lu Bu as your DPS, or Jerker, or, you know, whatever, you know, whatever your best single target is, you know, what's their name? Scath would work. I go with Lu Bu, though, just because Lu Bu is the easiest, you know, free-to-play, most accessible unit that can get enough damage to do it. There's plenty that can, it's just he's the simplest one. Yeah, you could make Zergard work, I would think. Yeah, you can make Pimp work. A lot of Berserkers can do the job. I pick Lu Bu because he's the one to 3-star one, right? So, you know, it's like, of course you have him. Although a lot of people don't level him, but at that point it's their fault. But if you don't level him, a lot of times it's because they leveled some other single-target Berserker and it's still fine, so no big deal. I think stunning here is fine, because we don't really have... Well, I could probably NP with Mash and then NP again. It's not too crazy. Oh, she's got the NP down. Yeah, we still got a few turns. This will probably be the last Mash NP we do, though. Shoulder's fine. He's not the best, though, just because he's got an unupgraded NP. He's Buster. You probably have him at NP1. I mean, it depends on the account. Maybe you got him NP5, and then it's fine, but if you just NP1 and stuff, like, honestly, Lu Bu's probably better, just because Lu Bu's got attack up, NP up, although Lu Bu doesn't have an upgraded NP either. But he is NP5, so... I think for most people, a lot of people are going to have Jerker, and she works really well, because she's NP5 for free, she's level 80, and then she has Buster up and attack up, and that's just that's easy to get the damage numbers that you need. Not a real fan of the way the deck went here. We actually might be pushing it on Mash getting her NP again, we'll see. It wouldn't be a problem if I had her third skill upgraded more, but I'm not sure. Okay, that kinda hurts. She can always use her second skill on herself. I probably should have done that a while ago, and Asclepius has his third skill coming up, so we're probably gonna be okay. We might have to stun, though. Actually, I think we are gonna have to stun, because it looks like Joan of Arc isn't going to get her NP in time for once. And we also have got NP seal, either one. You could make Siegfried work, actually. I mean, first off, you can make any DPS work if you just stall long enough. But to do it, like, in a reasonable amount of time, you would just work in George. And honestly, it wouldn't be that hard to get the damage you need. Especially if you're willing to use, you know, Merlin. Helps a bit. Alright, we can actually NP right now. LOL! Yeah, Mash is really pushing it right now, though. Because of that NP down, let's see, she only needs 8% here, so she should be okay. Because it wouldn't be too hard to keep George alive, even though he's being counterclassed, because he does have the big defense up, and you're going to be stacking defense nonsense anyway, so... And he has guts. Like, you probably do George, Mash, Merlin, although you'd want David, you know, you have to work in, you might have to do double David George, that would be pretty hard to do. Because then you don't have much defense up for George, so that would be tough. There's no, oh, fuck, okay, well, guess it's go time. Mash can get her NP here, thankfully. Oh man, I don't know if we got enough. Our Chen Gong wasn't even ranked 10, so... I don't know if this is gonna work. I should have used that stun forever ago, and I just forgot. I don't know, man. Like, if it fails, we can wait for her. The thing is, the next shield down won't be enough to kill because we won't have any buffs to the next shield down. We have to go for the next shield down, and maybe the next shield down, which that's just awful. And that's why you fucking summon Merlin. I think we're gonna do like 1.4, maybe 1.5. Never mind. Never mind. Well, there we go. Well, that's that account done. Okay, GG. It's almost right on the button there. Calculated. Who needs to level Chen Gong's skills? Who needs to do that? Okay. You know, we'll do this again in a bit. because I have this on my main account. I can do whenever I want. So David Strong apparently. It's funny. That's a level 70 David, and he doesn't have his like third skill maxed out and whatnot. All right, give me that grill. Feels good, man. It sucks that they let you fight Kiara whenever you want, but you can't do that one. It was kind of an oversight. Alright, we got all these side thingies to do here. Yeah, Arthur will do alright. I mean, NP1's a bit scuffed there, but you could still do it. You're probably gonna want Merlin at that point. You don't really need taunt walls for that fight, though. Like, I mean, I didn't use a single taunt there. There's no reason to. Like, if you... Yeah, I can't really think of a reason you would use Dion, because, like, what are you gonna work with? Like, you know, Mash David? Then you're gonna run out of ways to deal with the NP, unless you're debuffing the hell out of her constantly. And if you do, like, you know, David, there's no reason to then have, Dion on there. Like, the key units for especially people that don't necessarily have every unit in the game is David, Mash. Like, those are your key units, very much so. David, Mash are just the carry. And then in terms of, like, unit to summon, if you need support, it's, you know, Merlin #1, another David, or then Joan of Arc. Those are the ones. And then for DPS, the ones you're looking for are, like, Lubu, you know, Jerker, stuff like that. And to summon one, the summon one, the list is rather large, but really any single target Berserker, and then anyone that has like anti-divinity, like Scath. You know, Scath will work really easily as a DPS hero, honestly. You can probably make Mash, Joan of Arc, Dion work, but that's pretty inferior to like Mash, Joan of Arc, David. Like, it'd probably work, it's just, you're not gonna really benefit from it. Like, there's not much. I mean, if you just like Dion and you want to use them, go for it, but You got to be kind of out of your mind to not have a David level. So I see them. I see people out there that don't ever level David. I'm like, oh boy. Yeah, you could use Bedivere as your DPS. That wouldn't be that hard. You know what? Okay, let's go to the main account real quick. I gotta fuck up my Ushi stage that I had ready to go for a potential animation update. But I'm gonna go to my main real quick, and I'm gonna show like the outline, and I'll show like this can be almost anything, and this can almost be anything. So I'll just kind of show like a really NA friendly way to do this. Give me a second here. I gotta bust out Samsung Dex here, which sometimes does not like to cooperate, and it won't detect my phone, but you know. Honestly, Double David is kind of phenomenal for that stage. That's what I did for like the no like super rare type setup. It was just Double David Mash. That works just fine. Okay, yep, not detecting my phone. Feels good. It always tells you that if it doesn't detect it to plug it in again, and then a lot of times it still doesn't work, but we'll just see. Oh, there we go. That's not right. I just killed chat for a second there. There we go. I got it. Hold on, I gotta twink the volume. There we go. Try that. Remind me to zeet the app because I don't want to lose this stage. Here, I'll beat this free quest real quick. Maybe we'll get some QP out of it. But I had a stage loaded up. That way, when the update drops, I'll be able to know immediately, does Ushi have an animation update or not? I don't have to, you know, navigate to the menu and go to the card menu or anything like that. I can just, boom, see if it's there or not. But I'll set this up again when I'm done here. That's called being ready, man. Oh, I think I made the volume too low. Alright, let's try that. It's all NP here, it's fine. Oh my god, we are dropping frames right now. Okay, see if that's better. Is my heal off cooldown? It is. You know, if I had done art with my NP gain up buff, I might have gotten my NP again, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think they already said they were rating up 3-star Ushi, but I may be wrong about that. When you have double Stargin up and you still don't make all that many stars. Although she made about as many as Sanson. She actually made more than Sanson. Sanson can make like 26 to 28 generally, but 10 of those are from the quick chain bonus. So, yeah. Like if she does this, if she has both her Stargin ups, which I don't anymore, but if I had both my Stargins up, and then you did the full chain here, she would probably make more than Sanson. But she's gonna kill the mob, so. Wish I was not dropping frames right now, but what are you gonna do? Them fighting words, dude, I really want Ushi to get an animation update because, like, so first off, she deserves it as much as anybody, right? You know, Leonidas and her day one units, and you've got Mozart and all that. You know, plenty of people deserve it as much as she does, but she's, you know, among the most deserving, right? But then I use her on like every account ever, right? She's such a staple low star that I use her all the time, and her fucking day one animations are so bad. So I'm like, yep, if we could fix that up, that would be fantastic. Mozart's another one I would definitely be super happy for. Oh wait, it's over here. There it is. Okay. Let's see. So we're gonna try to do this like the most free-to-play style possible. Well, there's Merlin. I almost want to do it with a Merlin that has a farming CE, but we'll go with that. All right, let's see. See if I can actually remember. I had this pretty worked out back in the day, how to do this super free-to-play, but I haven't done it in so long. I might have it off a little bit. Hey, Shadow! Jesus, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Damn, guys. Right, give me 1 second. I think I may have forgotten to upload something on my VOD channel, but let me hold on a second. But yeah, thank you, Shadow. Everybody hitting subs, apparently. Let's see, what do I want to use CE-wise? So, what's the most budget thing? I mean, there's always, you know, K-Scope, stuff like that. I'm not K-Scope, Black Grail, but not necessarily everyone's gonna have it. You could do, the Golden Sumo, because it's so easy to match the damage on that. There's the Arjuna one, because you can buy that. I think that's what I did on, like, a long time ago, was the Arjuna one, because you can just buy that with rare prisms, and the amount of damage it gives is matchable by, like, you know, Art of Death and crap like that. Hmm. Wait, let me look. How much does the Arjuna one give? Because if it is matched by Art of Death and then exceeded by like Black Grail and stuff, we'll probably go with that. Because again, you can buy it with rare prisms for God's sakes, and then if you don't have it, there's plenty of there's so many alternatives to it. It gives, yeah, it's only 30% damage up. Actually, Art of Death gives more, and Black Grail gives way more. So yeah, that's a pretty reasonable thing that you could match with all kinds of shit. All right, where's our boy Lubu? And yeah, if you have her, definitely use her over Lubu because she is better. But I feel like if you can set up Lubu to do it, you can kind of see why it's easy to set up all kinds of other units to do it. Where is the guy? Oh wait, is it your birthday? Shit. I think you got that backwards. I don't think you're supposed to give me subs on your birthday. I feel like that is reverse, but happy birthday, dude. Hope you get some good grub out of it. I mean, just because you have that CE doesn't necessarily mean you should use it. There are better. I'm using it just because it's such a, you know, matchable thing. I really have to stress this is not necessarily like the best CE to bring here. It's more like it works, and then there's so many things that are on par with it. But yeah, it's not necessarily what I would go with. Let's see now. Trying to think if I want to put Merlin in the front or not. Not really necessary. I want to make this as uncomplicated as possible, though. That's my goal. I don't know if I want to get too crazy with the... Like, the easy way is you put Merlin on the front and you get Merlin's buffs, and you bring it back, get Merlin's buffs again. That's not necessarily necessary. You could just get, like, you know, Shakespeare, Leonidas buffs, and then that's a really easy setup to get wiped. And then you come in clean with, like, David, Mash, Merlin. Yeah, I want this to be as uncomplicated as possible. So, the slightly complicated way... It's not really that complicated to do it this way, though. You would do, like... not that Mash. Not that one. The other one. Although, honestly, you could probably make that work, too. It's just definitely inferior. She has so many things. Look at this! My god! I mean, look at this! This is crazy! And I swear she's gonna get one more before everything is over. Like, she's gonna get one more, like, at the end of, 3, or 2.0 or whatever. I don't think she'll get any more than that, but... Why are people boosting the stream? What does that even mean? What is going on in my chat right now? I'm trying to make a team comp over here. Why are people... What does boosting even do? I don't even know. Y'all crazy. Okay, so... Let's see. Oh, he's Qin Gong. Wait, is Qin Gong out? I can't remember. Is Qin Gong out on NA when this hits? I want to say he's not. Because yeah, Qin Gong would be awesome, but yeah, I don't think he exists. Maybe that then. So, this would work, but I think it is slightly needlessly complicated. Because you're basically trying to set it up where you can kind of guarantee everybody dies when you want, and then the other ones just kind of come in. But you could seriously just like start with this, and probably even this, and then you just switch with MASH. And then you have 2 filler units. That's probably better, and it's just simpler. So I think we do it that. Unless am I forgetting something? I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting something. This is, I guess, riskier to get Lubu as NP in time. I guess you could do that, because then you have 40 fucking % right there, and then you just let Shakespeare die. You could do that though. The only reason you would not want Merlin on the front is because he might get fucked up before you like stabilize, and that's why you might want filler units to just throw away. Do that. I mean, you could win with this. There's just a bit of RNG if Merlin gets fucked up early or not. So it might be better to do Leonidas and all that. But I guess the less units that are specific you need, the better. Because with this setup right here, this is all you need. This is it. Support Merlin, which anybody can get. You know, then just literally just level Lubu and David. That's it. And then these 2 units here can just be any filler stall you have. Like, just whatever. Because the ideal thing is for nobody to die. But you know, in case Merlin gets ganked or whatever, it's not, you know, bad to have an emergency button. The thing is, I don't know what to put there because whatever I put there, people aren't necessarily going to have, right? But you would put literally whatever stall you got. Like Joan of Arc, George with Bond CE, you know, K-Scope, somebody, like whatever. Like, there's almost no end to the options there. We can also just go with nothing, but I feel like that's not how you're supposed to do it. What's something that everybody levels? What's something that what's like a stalled unit that people level a lot? Like, it's very common. So, Boudica, right? Funnily enough, she's actually fine as a backup unit here. Has guts, gives team defense up, all this stuff, it's fine. Hey, Arjuna, thank you for the other gifted sub. Now 70 gifted subs. Yeah, I guess Hans is fine. You probably would want more, like, immediate hard survival, though. There's Ku, although my Ku's grailed, so it's kind of wrong. I mean, I really have to stress, this right... Well, not... Oh my god, not that. This is the team, right? And these 2 spots I just don't think mattered that much. I have so many options, it's like, it's so hard to then mimic what, somebody without a lot of options might be gunning for. I could do Caster Ku, although he's not a Knight class, that doesn't make too much sense. Like, in a pinch, you would definitely go for a Knight class. I mean, Hans is definitely something everybody levels, but he's not really that... He's not that good, right? Like, as an emergency button. Like, if it was me, right now, and I wasn't trying to, you know, help people, I guess you do, like, Joan of Arc with K-Scope or something, right? Like, that's a really good emergency button. You know, Ku's fine. Yeah, Ku's quite good. I guess I go with Ku, because I know for a fact him being level 100 won't even matter here. And everybody's gonna have Ku. Although Ku doesn't help the teammates live. I don't think Gareth is out when this hits NA. And there's BB. BB's fine, because she's got stun and stuff. But she is a welfare, so it's kind of hit or miss if people have that. What else is something people have? I mean, I guess Hans. Oh yeah, Waver would be fine too. Medusa would be fine. Deermid would be fine because of the attack down. You know what? Let's do Deer. No, people don't. No one levels fucking Deermid. Although I feel like even if they don't level Deermid, they have something like equally survivable as him, if that makes any sense, right? Yeah, you get BB from this. That's true. But you probably do this first, right? If you're doing the main interlude. Good call, though. Good call. The defense up stuff. Now, again, it's not like there's something magical about defense up. It's totally fine. But you just give them whatever survivability you got. You could do the Canis thing. You could do sunlight. You could do like, I mean, you know, guts. You could do, you know, whatever your best survivability CEs are. That's generally what you would go with. Yeah, almost. Once I start saying Caneth, I normally realize where I've gone wrong. I guess I'll just do that. It's just defense up. So, but again, guts works. You know, invulnerability, evade. You know, whatever. Hell, you could do necromancy if you were desperate enough. You know what? Let's slap necromancy on Dyrmid. Why not? It's the backup button anyway. Now you could also make these stall that happen to have a little bit of support. That way, when... That actually makes sense, really. Like, because if Lu Bu comes back, you kind of want to be able to buff him with something if Merlin is the one that happened to die. So it does make sense for... Because Merlin is the most likely to die. So your filler units having some kind of support makes a lot of sense. Alright, let's do then, because people do level him. We'll do Hans and Shakespeare. Although Shakespeare's horrible for like staying alive in any like longevity scenario. Now, Lu Bu does not actually have to be max NP when you switch him out if you have Merlin go the distance, because he can come back and get 20% NP again. Let's do... Where is it? The meme itself, there we go. Look at that, 500 flat damage because it's limit broken. That'll make all the difference right there. Alright, and before I've made a terrible miscalculation and we're gonna need adjustments, but this should work. And this is such a mimicable team. You don't need Lu Bu specifically. You don't even need Merlin specifically. Like, so much of this can be twinked here and there. I may be fucking up by putting Merlin on the front row, though. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Alright, I guess we stun right off the bat. Means I definitely want to do this right off the bat before you turn off the cooldown. Do this for the charge. So he would only need 10 NP gain when I swap him out, which I can get more than that because LOL we got his art card, but actually I guess you do that just because you don't need that much NP gain on Lu Bu right now. Okay, so we do this. Very important to do the attack up from the Mystic Code, very easy to forget that. I think that's everything we need to do, and then you do this. Alright, let me think. How do we want to do this? I'm a little nervous about having Merlin out, like, before the first NP even, but, because you could stall a bit, you know, if you started off with, like, Shakespeare or Leonidas or whatever, and you might skip some of the debuffs and things like that. But I like this because it's so simple, so I'm hoping it works. Like this team takes very little thought to use if it works. Almost want to taunt on Mash here just to get that NP going. We don't have the defense down yet, so I don't think I need to do You know, I might as well do invulnerability then. Why didn't I do? Oh, whatever. If I was gonna do it like this, I shouldn't have like used their first skill like I did and stuff. But it's like I'm not gonna need her invulnerability for a while because Merlin's got team-wide invulnerability. For some reason, Merlin has a team-wide invulnerability. Yeah, Blackbeard's guts last forever till it procs. I hope when they add Mori, they'll fix the NA Mystic codes because it really affects Mori a lot. But they've been broken for so long, they may never fix them, which is absurd, but I guess we go for 200% overcharge on MASH. Probably won't happen, but dude, I wish Merlin wasn't so broken. Because like he legitimately now, and sometimes he is fun to use, and in fights like this, a lot of what is broken about him doesn't matter too much. But I wish he was like a 4-star support that was just really good, but not broken, because I really like Merlin, right? And it would be, I wish I could like use him a lot, because he's awesome. But I legitimately enjoy the game less when I use supports that are that strong, because it just takes out a lot of the planning and min-maxing and thinking about like value and stuff. So it makes the game less fun for me. You know, there's a time and a place where I still enjoy fucking around with Merlin, but yeah, it would be nice if I wish he was like, you know, a Hans tier support, because Hans is somebody I can use often, and it doesn't, he's good and he's helpful and he's part of like the synergy and everything, and it's great. But, you know, if I use Match's art card first, she could get 200%. Do I care if she gets 200% though? Not really. Like, you know, it's a little bit of extra defense, but fuck it. Yeah, Castergill is in that camp. The thing about Castergill though is you can't, if you really like him, you can't use him as often as you might be able to use someone like Merlin or whatever, or even Hans. You know, Hans is Mr. Universal, right? It is so, especially if you're trying to be more budgety, it is so easy to work Hans into a team. Like it's so easy to make that happen. Where with Castergill, he's pretty offensive focused. Like, yeah, he's got the defense up from his NP and stuff, and he does pretty good damage himself and all that, but he's not really what you would slap on a team like this, right? Obviously not. And there's a lot of other setups where you're like, oh, my DPS is fine, they've got the damage to break the health bar, now I need to make sure I'm like surviving, right? You don't, oh, Castergill, that's the guy, right? You bring him when you're like, oh, I'm having trouble breaking the health bars, or I need to, you know, get more crits in, right? That's what you bring him for. Okay, I can use Merlin's first skill like whenever the hell I want. I should use David's NP to just overcharge Mash's. Okay, this turn is a little shaky actually. Like, the defense up in Castergill is nice, but it's not that big, and so here's an example. Players have a pretty easy time, no matter where their account is, whale, free-to-play, new, mid, vet, like, you have lots of access to defense up. It is very easy to get lots of defense up, because, you know, Nash exists, you know, so many supports have defense up, but something you don't always have access to is like, okay, defense up is mitigating damage, right? And it's very good like that, and it's very good for preventing one-shots. You know, healing does not prevent a one-shot. You know, Hans can't heal you if you're dead, right? Like, if Lubu just went from 100 to 0, it's like, and you throw a med kit on him, it's not helpful, right? It's like, he's dead, Jim. But lots of defense ups and damage cuts will prevent you from getting one-shot in the first place, which is very important. But it won't help you with just the chip damage. You'll die eventually, right? If you got a lot of defense up, unless you have so much, you're like Rex and you never take damage. But most players, when they're doing lots of defense up and damage cut and stuff, you're still taking damage here and there. And maybe there's dots or whatever, but you're going to get whittled down. And the only way no amount of defense up will stop you from getting whittled down eventually. You've got to have heal in there somewhere to stabilize your health, right? And so Hans is really nice like that, because he also can 80% of the time give you defense up as well, and so he kind of helps in that department anyway, but then he's also giving you that healing to make sure you're not just exploding over time. So healing is really good. And it's not like you're going to bring Castigal to be your universal defense guy. It's not like, oh, 20% defense up, we're all saved now. Right? You're not going to bring him for anything like that. And so, although, yeah, he can make the defense up better, a lot of times you would rather have heal. But it depends. It really depends. It's not like his defense up is bad. It's very good, and it's nice to have, you know, even more survivability. Alright, we cast this now. God, Merlin gives so much NP to the team. This is ridiculous. %. Now, let's see. We got the defense down, so this is game time, right? This is where shit hits the fan. So we definitely do this, just for the extra health for Merlin. I really wish we were not at 98%, because this is absolutely a turn where you'd like some extra healing, because Merlin is kind of in a bad way right here. Obviously, he's still got a defense up, and he's got a heal and the evade, but with the defense down, like, I really would have liked to have gotten another mash NP off, or gotten, you know, just something else to stabilize a little bit. This is kind of, this turn's shaky right now. Yeah, Helena is very much a DPS. She is a DPS unit with support on the side. That's where people, like, really? Well, we probably lose because of that. That was kind of my fault. I wasn't really planning ahead for the defense down. So, could potentially still win, but that's very bad. You'd probably reset just because it's so early in the fight. That I did misplay that though. I was not like prepared for that turn because I kind of forgot about the defense down for some reason. Maniac, yeah. Like, we probably could still win there, but I feel like if you fuck up that bad that early, it's like, okay, we should probably reset. And I gotta remember, you gotta make sure you got some survivability right as you hit the defense down phase. Yet again, we get the art chain. It's not a big deal though if you have to like keep Lubu out an extra turn or so. He's probably not gonna die because you could do his defense up and things like that, and you got the evade. But it's nice if you can do it right away. But you have wiggle room. Your switch comes back before the shield's down, like quite a bit. So. I guess I just taunt with mash. A bit more efficient than what I did last time. Now, I will say, if you do have a DPS that definitely has the damage, you really don't need to use Merlin, right? Like, if you're like, oh yeah, my DPS has plenty of wiggle room, then yeah, you might as well go with Joan of Arc, just because that is a lot more stable to not getting head padded for, you know, 12k and crap like that. But if you're pushing it on damage, Merlin is the way to go. If you're not pushing it on damage, then I think Joan of Arc is the way to go. Or a second David. Honestly, second David is fine. Although Joan of Arc is probably better, I would say. Unless it's maybe a Grail David, but yeah, I would say Joan of Arc David Mash. That is such a That is such a... We are absolutely going the distance, right? Like, there's no... As long as you play right, you like, no problems there. I'll do just that, and not the NP. Oh yeah, I remember chat did this, and then things were fucked up because the like didn't get. It was the NP game is where chat messed up. Did I win? Because I remember I took over, but did I win? I don't remember. Because I remember the team was pretty messed up, but I know it still had like. I think it still had a decent amount of stall left, and then you know LOL and Kidu or something. Like how Chad is literally giving me 2 stories. That's good. All right. I like how David still has the evade, and David is like the tankiest. Actually, David is the tankiest person out of all of these people. Everything Mash does helps the team out, right? And David does help the team, but he also has his first skill that only helps himself. So he's benefiting from it. And what everyone else does, he also benefits from. And he has extra stuff for himself, and he's a Knight class. And Knight class is the tankiest thing here. Okay, more people are saying I did it than didn't, so I'm gonna say I did it then, but I don't really remember. What do I do here? Well, obviously this. If I NP with Mash, I need to be able to get it back before... Yeah, she can get it back. I don't really need to use it here, though. But then I'm just wasting Overcharge. 200%, let's go. Enkidu is just such a godsend to this stage, dude. Like, he's so good. That's another thing, if your account has Enkidu, you don't even have to worry about it anymore. It's like, he's whatever. Well, I mean, the survey needs to be long because there's a lot of stuff to cover for like what people want out of the game, what they're enjoying, what they're not enjoying, and demographic information and stuff. You know, that's what they're for, right? That's the point of them. They need to be thorough. We only do them once a year, so it's not really the time to be unthorough. Okay, I think if I NP now, we'll... Tempted to do Merlin chain, but now let's try it. We gotta get Mash's NP again. That's where we messed up before. 13 times? Arjuna, no. Arjuna, no. Put the summon tickets down. That's a lot of summon tickets, by the way, though. Like between 13 times 4, you know, that's a lot of summons. Might be a 5-star in there. I shouldn't be saying this. I'm encouraging Arjuna to do more, which is not good. Let's not. How does David still have his evade? His evade comes back next turn, and he still fucking has it. Like what? You can request animation updates at the end. You actually can. Now, obviously, you're talking about the Toucan, so I'm assuming you know bullshit. But at the very last section, you can request whatever you want, but you have to spell it in Japanese. So I would recommend like going to a Discord or something and getting somebody to translate for you. Woo-wee! That was not good for Merlin. See, I don't like the way I've played this because everything I need to make sure Merlin lives is on 1 turn cooldown. Like Mash doing the defense up, Mash doing the taunt, can't do the evade yet. Like that, I don't like this. I'm pretty sure this is why when I did it before, I brought Shakespeare, Leonidas, and then you switch in Mash, and then eventually you let in Merlin. I don't like this. That's we do because we got double heal, but we still have heal down. Like it's not gone yet. So if he lives this turn, then we're looking really good, right? If he lives this turn, we're like good to go. But this is a somewhat, you know, iffy turn if he lives or not. Oh, it's that turn. Fuck, why am I never ready on this turn? I should not have used Mash's MP when I did. Oh my god, we are not stable. We are not stable right now. Much emergency here. Might look insane to do this, but Merlin actually needs to heal more. Alright, we are in serious code red here. So we have David's thing at least, but I think we're gonna have to do that as well. Can Mash get away with taunting? She'll have her NP up, maybe? I think we gotta wait. I'm too chicken to do it. David's fine though. I like how David has just, first of all, it's actually actively bad that David hasn't been getting attacked because anytime she attacks David, it's pointless, right? David will not die, so it's been very unlucky that she didn't ping off David's fucking shield that whole time, right? The more she attacks David, the better. Because not only does David take half damage, but he also has his extra defensive, so he's super safe. Yeah, see, I mean, you know, can't even touch the boy here. I think they would have been fine though because they had the double damage cut that turn. Okay, this is definitely time for Mash to taunt. We should be able to get enough health back to take it. Do I need to do her? I would rather not do her invulnerability if I can help it because you're going to have turns where Merlin is like suspect. Well, that's every turn with Merlin, but you know, or just Merlin, you know, in general. But okay, she still has double damage cut, so she should be okay. Before I regret not casting the vulnerability, but I want to give it to Merlin. When I have one of those turns where it's like, oh god, we don't have a lot. Because we don't have a lot, David's fine and Mash is fairly fine. The one that's not fine when you don't have anything like up is Merlin. He's kind of fucked. Please stop bustering though. Huh? What? What is that damage? Well, I really want somebody to data mine this crap, so I want to know, like, I want the manager, but no, I want to know how big is this defense down? Like, what? Okay, well, we'll get healed again, and we'll have even more defense up damage cut, but only 300 health, which you might say then you might want an invulnerability here, but I think it's alright because we're casting the thing again. Is it though? We're not healing for that much. If Merlin had his NP again, I'd say it's fine, but am I living on the edge? I think I'm living on the edge. I mean, she's doing her NP again. That's a lot of survivability. What could go wrong? Yeah, I do suspect it's about 50%. It absolutely is more than 20, like easily. The amount of times I've done this, it's obvious. But yeah, 50, somewhere in the 50 range sounds about right. I wouldn't be shocked if it was more though, with just how much fucking, like we have all that defense stuff and we're taking that much damage. I mean David's not, but you know that's different. Yeah, David don't give a shit. Okay, I think I might need to invulnerability Mash. Like, it's, pretty nasty out here. I mean, we could have Merlin in P again if I give him the invulnerability. Double kill. Nah. This is... Okay, Merlin has an extra damage cut over Mash, so I think we give it to Mash. David! Hit David! There you go! Every time she hits David, it just goes right into the void. Okay, this is a turn where we get to stabilize a bit, so that's really good. Get some fucking breathing room here. So there was no reason to use Mash's art card there, actually. I should have done the Merlin Brave Chain, because Mash is guaranteed to get her NP from King Potato Chips' NP's hit count, so I could have just gotten a bit more NP on Merlin again. Yeah, we got some frame drops, unfortunately. Having some internet shenanigans today. What is the floor? In, like, never mind the NP, but in the stage, what is the floor? And it looks like sand, but I feel like I don't think it actually is. I don't really get it. Milk, yeah, huh? That's going sour, I think. Cyber milk, yeah, there you go. Okay, we still have the defense down, so I think it's fine to do this. I tell you, the second we lose that defense down, we're good, because it doesn't, if you win on the first go-round, it never comes back, right? It only comes back if you go past the first shield drop. I like how David is not even needing to use his first skill because he's just not being pushed at all. This is why you wear shoes, by the way. I'm hoping this is the last turn of the defense down. Because we're gonna have I can tell we're gonna have a bit of a gap in a few turns. Use it on Merlin or Mash. Tough call. Probably Merlin, honestly. Maybe, I think we save it for when we don't have as much damage. You know what? Fuck it. No, wait. The stun is very good, and it is very good to use it in the defense down phase, because that's when it's the worst, but I think I might use it next turn. I think we're stable this turn. I think. The only one I'm kind of iffy on is Merlin. Actually, a little bit on Mash, because she's actually missing 1 damage cut. I think I do this then, and then we stun next turn. I swear if someone dies here and I should have done the stun, I'm not going to be happy. Oh, it's gone. Okay. We're fine. Yeah, see, not nice damage. Smooth sailing from here. I don't really need to stun. I could, you know what? I'm gonna use David's thing and then stun. Just to be cheeky. Wait, I just realized, is NA gonna have to deal, does she have magic resist? Because on JP you don't care if the enemy has magic resist. But on NA you do, because NA is bugged. Because yeah, if she has magic resist, y'all gonna have a fun time with that. Thankfully, you know, generally you can win without the stun, but it's a nice bit of extra. It's a nice cushion. It's a really nice cushion to kind of even things out on bad turns. You can seriously not use your stun on turn 1 like I did, and just use it during that defense down phase. That's a totally valid tactic, because the defense down phase is that nasty. So having that 1 extra turn of like, okay, no one's gonna get fucked up. Honestly, I probably should have done that. I think I'm actually misplaying by doing it the way that I did. But yeah, that's unfortunate that you guys are gonna have to deal with that. Maybe they'll fix it by then. I mean, dude, all I can say is NA players need to complain more. And almost no one complains about how NA's Mystic Codes are bugged. It's crazy. Like, literally almost no one says anything. And like, so if the NA players want to get that shit fixed, they need to bug the hell out of them. Like on Twitter and stuff. Don't be rude, of course not, but like, literally almost no one says a damn thing, and that's why it's been years and it hasn't been fixed. Can Mash taunt? I would really like it if, you know what, let's do that. Wait, is that gonna come back in time? I think that comes back just in time for Lubu, so I have to never cast that again. Do I want to taunt? I can do her NP. The boss can only attack twice. Yeah, I think we can. Once the defense down is gone, it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, I bring it up like every fucking stream, and so do a lot of other people. I don't know how so many people... How do people not know? I don't understand. Like, literally, I don't understand how people don't know that it's bugged. Like, just play the game, and it's like, oh, hey, look, my fucking stun is being guarded by enemies. Like, Jesus. Yeah, it's all Mr. Codes. All of your Mr. Codes are bugged, and they all try to apply whatever their effect is, positive or negative, by just 100%, where it's supposed to be 500%. Because it's not like magic resist is the only thing that messes it up. You've got those enemies in Lost Belt 1, the Bloodborne guys with the crossbow and the axe, that they apply buff success chance down on you. And Mystic Code should be able to muscle through that and always land the buffs anyway, but it doesn't. And like you have Mori who puts buff success chance down on himself, same deal. And there's several things like that. And so your buffs are supposed to be 500% as well. Like this is not like a recent thing. NA has been like this for years. And it's not like, oh, JP only fixed it recently. No, JP fixed this back like, you know, like 4.5 years ago or something. Like there was something they changed so long ago. Like long before NA even existed. Do I NP? I think, okay, we want her NP again for Lubu. Now, it's nice if we have it for Lubu, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. We have Merlin, so we're not really pushing it on that stuff. I mean, the best way to guarantee is to make the percentage really high, though, so that's why we did it. You know, spaghetti code and all that. I don't know if you have anything in the game to actually guarantee buffs. On the player side, anyway. Who knows, though? I mean, I don't have access to code or anything. And sure, they could obviously make it. You know, they could obviously make it, but you know, with spaghetti code, you never know how much trouble they'll have with that. I feel like I could wait one turn to do her defense up. I just don't think we need it yet. It is funny how easy this fight gets once you get to that defense down phase, and that's why you want to front load. You know, that's why I potentially probably should have used my stun in the middle instead of at the beginning, just so. Because the way I did it, I stunned before the defense down and after the defense down. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense because those turns aren't that big of a deal anyway. That was a buster, but it still didn't do that much. Given vulnerability to some, like, only one that would need it would be Merlin, but now that he has Mash's first skill, he's probably fine. I'll do it maybe next turn, when the other NP wears off, that's probably the time. It's almost time. And even if someone died here, we've got filler units, so it's no big deal. And I think we have enough damage even if Merlin dies. I don't think we actually have to have Merlin on the field when Lubu returns. That's why it's nice to have those filler units, just in case something goes wrong. Oh, right, so we have this. Yeah, well, okay, we're super fine. She could triple buster crit like every turn, and we're still fine. I mean, she's got the monster strength stat and all that, so she's strong. I mean, seeing Mash's sword doesn't annoy me. What annoys me is Mash not using said sword. That's the problem. It might be next turn that we actually go boom. So I can give... He doesn't need this, but I'm doing it anyway. I guess I give bonus health to Mash. The thing is, I don't give a fuck if Mash dies. Yeah, no. Don't use the bow strap. You need that for Lubu anyway. What am I thinking? Yeah, if Mash died here, it wouldn't matter. But, I mean, we don't have the defense down anymore, so I don't think she's gonna die. I don't even know why I'm in ping right now. I don't think it matters. That's the point. I know NA can't fix it. The NA devs can't fix the bug. They don't have any coders. They have to... the JP devs do the patches for NA. I'm serious. That's how it works. The thing is, in order to communicate with the JP devs, we have to communicate with the NA devs. Like, if you complain to the NA devs enough, they're going to pass it along to JP and like, yeah, they really want this fixed, so then it'll probably get fixed. Because look, they fixed the command code bug super fast. Hey, Rex. What, top 10 in what, Rex? Alright, it's go time. So, because David is buffed, we're guaranteed to win no matter what. But we're gonna see how much, I was trying to think how much damage would David do if he didn't have his buff. So if Lubu does it one shot, we need to make sure it's within that range. The other thing is we could switch out David and buff Lubu with Mash. But that doesn't actually make any sense. Even if this was in A, that doesn't make any sense. So I think we do it like that. Oh, the sorter. Oh, God. Yeah, the cast is so big now, the sorter takes forever. I'd actually like to do it again, though. But yeah, that, cast has gained in size a bit. I'm pretty confident Lubu is going to do the damage. I'm not too worried. I need to zeep the app, so I'm gonna put it in slow-mo so I have more time. I almost want to not do David's just because... One, David might one-shot too, but also because NA doesn't have David. I mean, you don't have the NP upgrade, but it still do some. We'll do this. Because he would still hit hard, he just won't hit as hard as he actually will here. Yeah, big reminder, if you have more damage than Lubu, you would probably do Joan of Arc instead of Merlin. He actually did not quite kill. Now, however, I am very confident that the health that is left... First off, the normal cards would have done it. We could have done a Brave Chain and that would have done it, but I am very confident that David, even without... Yeah, I'm ready to Z. Got my hand on the button. I'm very confident that David would clean up here even without his NP buff. Like, I'm actually curious how much he's going to do anyway. Yeah, quite a bit. Because, yeah, you don't... His NP buff is big, but it's not that big. I'm surprised Lubu didn't do more damage than that, honestly. But yeah, if you're using a DPS that is stronger than Lubu, of which there are many, or maybe you're able to bring, like, you know, not Case... Why do I keep saying Case Scope? Black Grail! If you're able to bring Black Grail or something like that, you could definitely get away with not bringing Merlin and stuff like that. But yeah, if you are pushing it on damage, I think the setup we just used is about as good as it's going to get. But maybe use your stun a little bit better. Well, I'm happy with those 2 clears we did. I'm pretty happy with. That kind of showed, you know, the 2 routes of doing it, if you will. So good enough for me. All right, let's go back to the newbie account. Because I like how my stream title is actually wrong right now because we switched to the main. But before I switch, I want to get Ushi set up again for later. Get that done so I don't forget. I think that was a Camelot stage. Actually, very much want the older CE because it doesn't get bonus health and George is counterclassing, so the bonus health is actually a bit of an issue there. I still don't understand the boost thing. I almost want to kill George first, because I kind of want to lower my damage. I want one snake alive by the time I'm in the solo. So, being a bit careful with our damage here would be good. Hell, even if 2 snakes were alive, I'd be alright. You know what? Screw Ushi cards. We're good. We don't need to kill it. I don't think FGO would do well on the front page. I feel like most people are, are gonna really poo-poo on FGO if it was on the front page, but who knows? Okay, we want to kill at least one of them now. Probably should not have used the heal there. Okay, we're all nice and set up here for if she gets an animation update. So now we'll zeet the app and go back to our newbie account here. A heartbreak if the patch hits and I open up the game and then I don't see an updated model. There was another time I was so confident a unit was going to get an animation update, I did this as well. I'm trying to remember what it was. I can't remember, but there was somebody that I was so confident they were getting, and I was right, and so when I booted up the thing. I hope one day I'm so confident Billy gets an animation update I do that, because that would be nice. Are you doing the surveys, Arjuna? Oh boy. Well, I gotta link the volume. Alright, well that's enough King Potato Chips for now, I would say. I will never understand why this account ever gets any FP. I do not, like, I don't even, now that I think about it, I haven't even updated my support page in forever. I should yeah, this is from so long ago. Let's see, how can I make this slightly better? Try to at least be of some use to people. Actually, no, that's good on Ku. Because our Ku is actually upgraded enough to not be a complete shit show. Let's see. Could slot George, but I don't have, like, the good on Death CE, so I'm not sure that's worth. Got that other starting NP one that gives quick up, but that split stats. I'll do that. A demonic. What even is that? Is that from an event or something? Support Martha, let's go. Alright, that's, for how this account is, that's acceptable. I really need to get Herc's 3rd skill upgrade. We've literally beaten the stage to get it, we just didn't complete the app. I need to get that done. I was more thinking the Star Bomb would be for other people's units. Not so much for Martha herself, but I guess the people summoning me may not actually think of that. What are we doing? What is this? Oh, this is where their classes change. This is probably Tam, and then she turns into Tam Lancer. So, what do we wanna... There we go. That's fun. George. Boy, we're dropping some frames now. Is what it is. Might be a shorter stream because of that. I hate streaming when it's a slideshow. I might not use George as a taunt because I feel like he'll live too long. Unless, well, I could probably go around the wheel then taunt the Lancer and P. I am BMing by bringing a Rosh. I'm that confident that he's going to not be needed, and so I can get the bond. Oh yeah, we don't actually have to be counterclassing. These are harder, so... Like, I don't mind counterclassing, but I'm not sure it's necessary or not. I probably do need a counterclass for, like, Shiki. But these are kind of mixed on how hard they are. These are harder than the original ones, though, so I don't know if we need to do it or not. I guess we'll see. Shiki is the one I'm like, yeah, we're gonna need to take that one somewhat seriously. I know some people have more trouble with Shiki than Kiara, which actually that's probably not that surprising. Because Kiara is really not that bad. Free art up though, how about that? I think it's literally anybody can nerf Kiara. Like, people act like it's a thing, but it's like, no matter what, any player can max debuff her. So, it's fucking easy. Wish Ushi had gotten our Buster card this turn, but wait, I shouldn't even NP here. Why am I NPing here? Tam just did the thing where she has like the one-turn burst defense. What am I doing? That's not how you're supposed to do this. Should have done that next turn. Tam, please. We're getting Rexed on. I mean, I'm not really throwing because like we'll still be fine. It's just I'm wasting some time. Hey Derp, what's up? The most memorable name. Dude, Karna did almost the same damage because of the defense thing. And Karna does hit really hard, but still. Ushi not getting too much in the way of NP gain on her second NP. Taking like 3 years to string that sentence together. Okay, Cam, if you could stop stalling, that would be great. I know that's like your thing, but still. Her voice kills me, man. Man, I wanted George's NP though. get that dragon damage in, you know? Rex, you can't use command spells on enemy servants. It doesn't work that way. Watch me. Imagine if this game had a Twitch mode like Warhammer does and Dead Cells did have, feels bad. But if it had that and like chat could use command spells on the enemy and stuff, or like spawn a trash mob, or honestly just pick the actions the enemy takes instead of it being random. The chat gets to like vote on which actions they go with. That would be so cancer, dude. Oh, that art chain though. But we should get Ushi's NP, but that is super tempting. I don't think I even gave George attack foes, so. Like for easier stages, like these wanted quests, you could have chat vote on like one of 3 gimmicks to give the enemy, right? That'd be pretty cool. And then every once in a while they could vote on things like to pick who the enemy attacks or if the enemy buffs, or like when they use their evade and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool actually. For like some of the more medium difficulty stuff, I think that'd be totally legit. You could set it up in a way that it wouldn't be broken or like unreasonable, but it'd certainly be spicy. Don't really need all of the buffs because she doesn't have the defense up. But I want the NP game, so. Took so much longer to get through this health bar than it should have because I messed up that first NP. That'd be cool though if chat got to pick one of 3 gimmicks or one of 4 gimmicks or whatever, and they just voted on which gimmick they wanted to apply to the boss. But you do it before the player picks their team, so then they have to try to, you know, compensate. That'd be pretty cool. Spice things up a little bit. Might do cooldown reduction on George. Yeah. Grab the NP. And he shouldn't die this turn either, I don't think.
ワンツーらしい組み立てチー
This could be fun to solo. I want to get these on my ult, and I'm pretty close to unlocking them, so whenever these stages really will be good for when we want to like test units out. So my main account is going to have all the wanted quests before Kiara, and then my ult account, not my regular ult, not this one, it'll have all of the wanted quests after Kiara. So that should be pretty good. I like how she gave battery to George. That really is funny. You know, I could invulnerability George and get his NP again. It's probably not worth it. There's no reason to do that. Aside from just BM. Like, that's just silly. I don't think I could keep George alive. I'd have to, if one of my units was like David or something, I could probably keep him alive, but I don't think I could really stabilize after the invulnerability. He would die next turn, because he would still have taunt. Like, if I had units with, like, could stabilize them, I'd do it, right? You could use George. You could use George as your main DPS here. If you set it up right, you could totally do that. Especially for the first phase, anyway. Boy, Deer Mid didn't really get to do much because the fight's about over here. Let's see if we can get his NP right off the bat. Yeah, this stage, if you try to solo, because you're dealing with 2 different classes, is actually kind of tricky, and it's pretty legit, but I don't feel bad about losing the stage and not just getting the app, because again, we got the ult and we'll unlock it there, so no big deal. Well, I think that's about it for Tam. She made me, actually play the game though. I wasn't autopiloting there, so that was good. Not in slow-mo. I'm sorry, Rex. She's fine. It's just, training, vacation. She's just going back to Chaldia now. Give me a second. I need water. I do think Ushi's getting an animation update. If it's good or not, we'll see. A lot of the free units that they give animation updates to can be kind of phoned in. So, my hope is because she was so hype in the movie that's going to compel them to go above and beyond what they normally do for low stars. But I don't know. So yeah, I agree with Say, it's pretty 50-50. I think she's definitely getting an animation update at some point during the event though. Alright, I'll be right back. Hydration. So I tell you, when you see CCC in the main interlude with all the filler crap, you really do see though how much kind of fun content is in it. And it's a really nice format. And yeah, I wish we had more events that were this good. Rex, please. I wish you did, Rex. But yeah, seeing it like this, without the filler, just the bosses and the side missions and the, Kiara and King Potato Chips and stuff. It's good. It's really good. I wish we had more events like this that also got main interludes. Oh my god, chat. A Gura final main interlude that was like this. The sad part would be the fact that you couldn't replay the stages after you beat them. But that would be awesome. It's the other event that I think is the most like this, really, with lots of good boss fights and whatnot. This is so easy to solo with Ku, because not only is he counterclassing and all this nonsense, but they give you quick up. All right, let's try to do this one in neutral. All right, chat, throw some names at me. For support. We're trying to do it at class neutral. Yeah, Canis would wreck this too. This is how you use channel points, yep. I like how there's no negative in there. That might be a little rigged. Might be a little rigged. Nobu, oh lord. Man, Chad is always asking for Lee, man. We've used him a few times. Hot Wheels, that's a fun one. Ricky, I like that. Ivan, I like that. Alright, can we get a poll, Rex, for we'll do Jolter, Ricky, Ivan. Yeah, just those three. Let's just do Jolter, Ricky, Ivan. Those are things we don't use often, and I think would be kind of fun. I do need to use Nightingale more. Am I the only one that feels like Nightingale should have been a 4-star? Like, in terms of like where she's at gameplay-wise and everything? Alright, let's see where these votes go. I'm gonna be biased and I'm gonna vote for Ricky. I do, you know, Jolter would be fun gameplay-wise because she's fun to use on a team and we don't use her often, and Ivan is just awesome and we also don't use him often, but I mean, it's Ricky! How am I not gonna vote for Ricky? He's a friend, man. Dude's awesome. We've used Hot Wheels a couple of times, although why did I just yell? I started my sentence off yelling there. I don't know what I'm doing here. But yeah, we've used him a bit, but I wouldn't mind using him again before this is over. Alright, it's pretty close. It's looking like Ivan is gonna win, though. I wonder if we can... Do I have Cairo on this account? Because I wonder if we could get Cairo as Ivan. I'm not sure we actually have anybody with Ivan if I don't grab Cairo. Wow, Ricky... He put up a good fight. He put up a good fight. If the Jolter fans had just voted for Ricky, he would have won. Oh, hi, Cairo. Cairo, can we get your, Can we get your Ivan? Like how Cairo just, like, pops in out of nowhere there. Here's my code. You can send me yours. I'm assuming I don't have you on this account. I'm on your friends list on this account? Like, this is the super newbie piece of garbage one. Okay, no, you are there. Okay. I will, okay, log in then, I suppose. It's not the crap account. This is just like a newbie account I made. I haven't played the crap account in a while, to be honest. But apparently I do have you, so... Oh man, we got command codes already equipped. Ooh boy. What stage is this? Okay, got the good blue. Alright. So no counterclassing. I'm pretty sure he just goes from archer to archer, so he doesn't change class. So no lancer, no berserker. Let's see. He's AoE, and I'm pretty sure when you break his health bar, he gets a full charge. This is where you really want a Lancer so you can break his first health bar really fast, and so he doesn't, like, double NP, but we're not going to be able to do that, I don't think. We're not counterclassing, we're going to have to pick him to death. I actually don't hate Martha, because then we just have so much buff removal, but that's probably... diminishing returns, and we're gonna need some single target oomph. So Ivan is Buster. I kind of want to use Ushi because you get a free quick up thing. That seems pretty sensible. Either that. Oh no, not Caesar. No, not that's that ain't right. Cairo getting swarmed. Do we need a taunt? I'm thinking no. Maybe we just start with David. This is a little lacking in the survivability department. I almost want to give David that, because he's not really here to NP. This is good for stabilizing. They've got their own ways to survive NPs. Maybe I do that then. That's kind of better. Okay, I like this better. I could focus. I'm not really supporting Ivan at all right now. I could bust out Chin and things like that. Do we do Chin instead of Hans? Get some MP at the start, get some defense up, damage cut, big buster up for Ivan. I'll put him here because I think. Well, we could do that though. I like that better because Hans is better for bringing you back from the brink. Shin-Gong won't save you if you're kind of getting whittled down. I want Chin to die to the first 10p, but not before that. So I almost want to use some kind of damage mitigation, but critting though. Oh, it's go time. I need to add more Kirby music to this playlist. That's true what Cairo just said about Hans and Ivan. They got that synergy with their Star Gen. And you could even do... That must be so nice with a Grailed Hans, because a non-Grailed Hans is a bit shaky with the survivability, right? But when he's Grailed, it's not, and you're gonna get a lot of... And you could easily, how do I put this? A non-Grailed Hans a lot of times needs starting NP. Because you need to make sure you get your NP before dying, because that helps him stabilize. A Grailed Hans, you can give him 20-30 if you want, and he's easily going to live until he gets his NP the normal way. Okay. This is a very nice opening hand. Maybe I should have waited one turn for that, but I feel like I'm going to get his NP in time. I could Art Chain, which is 30% because of the command code. And that's like guaranteed. Or I could do the quick. They just more stars. But I feel like we're gonna have decent stars, so we'll do this is absolutely getting our NP here. Could have done the quick though, and then maybe taunted them. Crit down would be nice anyway. Jesus Christ, that damage. You gotta hit Chin. Champ. I'll steal Ivan after this turn. Let's go damage. Yeah, see, if this was Hans, he would crit here for sure. Because we would have made quite a bit more stars there. Oh, this might be this account's first time doing Ivan's NP. I think it is. Oh, that's in fast mode though, I think. I don't know who we're fighting right now. I'm not sure who this is. He's concealed his identity. Wow, that did some damage. Also, I like how he crit with crit down, although I didn't level up or I didn't use Chin Gong's Buster up. That's not a very smart thing that I did right there. And I also didn't do Ushi's attack up. Well, that's not ideal. Please crit. Please crit. 60% is in our favor. Yeah, not as much damage as I would have liked, but I'm removing those buffs, son. Get that shit out of here. None of that. Well, nice crit buffs, chum. Boy, did Emiya just throw with his turn order there. That was not ideal for him. Because it was the perfect time for me to do invulnerability. I'm a dummy. I should have done damage that turn. We should have gone Buster because his hit count is super high. So I would have gotten my NP from this. The little things, man, the little things. This is why when you're not streaming, you take your time and you focus on the game and, you know, think about what you're doing. I mean, Rex, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, we're not even fighting Emiya. We're fighting this unknown, mysterious swordsman. Good break here. Honestly, I'm not sure do we even need Ushi's in? We got that 90% crit there. Could do Ushi and the Buster and save Ivan's. Ushi's got that quick up. I got faith. Although we got that attack down. Oh fuck, if I break, he's gonna NP. I forgot. I literally said that's what he does, and I forgot. Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot. Why did I forget? Yep. Imagine using David's second skill. Oh shit, it's Emiya. Okay, well, gonna have to restart. I mean, we might still win, but that's no good. We can't have this. That explains why he had an AoE NP, guys. I get it now. Okay, let's try that again. The old Hans Robin combo, though. If you double NP on Robin, he could potentially actually win that still. Be tough though, Emiya gets his NP pretty quick. How can I already not summon Cairo? God, and yeah, I'm telling you, Cairo, you've got your servant set to random. Because every time I summon your servants, like when I was trying to use, like all of your servants, when I try to use them, they change Ascension constantly. And you're like the only one like that, so you got something off here. Gotta avoid that stage 1 Ivan. He looks very sickly, man. Yeah, it's something they added recently. I don't know what you need to do to fix it. I had to do it myself, but I forgot. What are those skulls on there? Do you get that when you fight, was it BBG or whatever the hell her name is? Or is it BBB or something? I can't remember what the evil BB's name is. Opening hand is not as good, unfortunately. Although the good thing about it is we're pretty much guaranteed to get some nice crits next turn, because Ivan doesn't have very many cards. Well, he did get 1 card though, which actually sucks. I wish he got none. I'm casting his golden rule because I want Emiya to hit him, so. No, I don't mean Summer BB. None of the regular BBs are evil. It's like, that's literally her whole thing. You think she's evil, but she's not. Has everyone literally forgotten about the antagonist at the end of this event? It's BB with red eyes. And she's like, psycho. Yeah, BB Go, that's the one, thank you. I can't believe everyone doesn't know what I'm talking about. Oh boy. Emiya making Ushi sweat there. I got so much damage here, but Ushi getting her NP would be great. But making these crits go to waste sucks. We may actually need to bring a taunt wall.
Shit,
A little bit more damage for Ivan this time. Probably give the attack up to Ushi, but I could give it to Ivan and do the Brave Chain here. I think that's worth it. If he gets that bust or crit, it's worth it. Just crit forehead. It'd be such a dream if I could break with Ushi next turn, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Crit, 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 crit! Yes! Don't kill Ushi. Probably gonna remove those buffs. What? What? I like how he attacked her so much. I should have taunted Ivan. Motherfucker, dude. I almost want to not put Ushi on the front. She's a little unstable. Like 100 face would be more stable. It's just the quick up is nice. I'm not sure which stage this is. I think it's stage 3. I just don't want stage 1. Mario screaming in the distance, and dude. I would love to play Mario Sunshine. Actually, I guess I could stream that because it's on Switch now, isn't it? And I can stream Switch. Although I would have a bad time trying to play Mario Sunshine with the Switch controller. I have such a hard time using the Switch controller, man. Xbox stuff and GameCube stuff, all good. But fucking PlayStation controllers and Switch, man. God, I hate them. Especially PlayStation. I do not like the way they do their sticks. I normally buy third-party controllers where they move the stick up. Makes it so much easier for my brain. I do Ushi's thing. Yeah. Get this MP going. Let's use keyboard, yeah. Oh, I do have a GameCube adapter. I forgot about that. I keep reading that exists for Switch. Okay. Because, yeah, playing Sunshine with a GameCube controller would be much better. Why did they gotta tempt me like this? This is hard. You got, like, the crits are all over the place. Yep, Hans might be better just for higher crit chances. Just crit forehead. I do think it's better to do the attack up on Ushi because she gets that quick up. I'm gonna taunt Shin-Gong in a minute if he lives. I don't mind the PlayStation controller when it comes to like their shoulder button placement and things like that, but overall the way they do sticks and stuff I hate. Also, what really gets me, so throughout my life, I have played PlayStation games and consoles the least by far. And when I have played them, I normally have used an adapter or a custom controller or whatever. And so, for example, let's say you're doing a quick time event, right? Like, so, like, and there was this Gundam game I played on PlayStation where you would have, like, clashes, like, the two mechs would be clashing, and then different buttons would pop up really quickly, and whichever player would click the buttons the fastest would win the clash. So it'd be like circle, square, X, you know, circle, square, you know, I don't even remember the other shapes, right? And generally I'm very good at those, right? Like those kinds of minigames, that's just the way my brain is, I'm super good at those. So like if it's an Xbox controller or a GameCube controller, I can do those so fast. But because I don't ever fucking use PlayStation controllers, I can't do those at all. When it pops, like if I see the X button for like an Xbox controller or a GameCube controller, I don't need to think about what's the X button. I know exactly where that is on the controller and I just click it, right? When I play a PlayStation, I can't do that. When it pops up like it's like the X or the circle or the square, I have no idea which button that is. Now what I do know is like when you play the game enough, you know like, okay, the button the up button, like for you're playing, let's say you're playing Demon Souls, the button at the top of the 4 buttons, that's the menu. The button to the right is the roll. The button at the bottom is the confirm. You know, like I know that, but I don't know what button that is. I don't know if it's the X button or the triangle or the square. I have no idea. Where with every other controller I do know. So there's just so many reasons I don't like using PlayStation controllers. Now obviously if I use them more, I could get used to it, right? But I don't want to. I'm already used to the other ones. So I don't want to have that long period of I don't know what the fuck I'm clicking. Okay, we are definitely going to break here. So do this. I actually want to taunt Big Boy here so he gets more MP gain back. I could have taunted Ushi though, because she can do quick chain. Yeah, maybe I should have taunted her. Man, it's so hard. We'll do that. I was like, those Ivan cards are mighty tempting there. Well, when you get older, it's a lot harder to, like, whatever muscle memory you got is, like, ingrained in you, right? And it's hard, or it's much harder to adjust. So it'd be very difficult for me to get as proficient with the PlayStation controller now that I am proficient with the other styles of controller, right? It'd be very hard. But it's easy for me to use the other ones, right? And keyboard and mouse obviously aren't a problem. But yeah, one of the biggest problems for me is literally the shapes for PlayStation. Like, the fuck is that? Man, Ushi could have NP'd again if I had taunted her. We got really good value on that break there, though. That was such good value. Pyro got the lead strats there. Man, these hands have just been so tempting. Like, I guess we do that. I'm loving this though with Ivan, because this is not a good fight for Ivan in a lot of ways. He's not counterclassing. This is a single target fight, and he's AoE. But he's still able to do really well just because Ivan is that good. And like removing those crit buffs is awesome. Now, if David dies, we can use the Mystic Code. But we're gonna try to get David's second skill for the NP. So Ushi's voice actress, I think, voices the most characters. Now, like Artoria's voice actress voices more like units, but they're all Artoria, so doesn't really count. I'm pretty sure, I haven't checked, so I'm not sure, but just off memory, I feel like Ushi's voice actress voices the most unique people, right? Where, you know, Artoria and like Joan of Arc's voice actress, you know, they're mostly just voicing the same person in different versions of them. Hard to say though, there's so many characters in the game now, I don't know where's what. So, man, I wish I could remove buffs right now, that'd be fantastic. Ushi might die here, which kind of sucks, but it's probably not worth using the evade, sadly. Yeah, Ushi's VA does do a lot of alternatives as well, but she also just has a lot of, you know, different characters, because she's got, you know, Atalante, Ushi, Melt, I know I'm forgetting Martha, excuse me, how the fuck did I forget Martha? Yeah, I'd have to actually look at it to be sure. I don't know who the fuck my favorite voice actor is. There's a lot of really... Dude, David died on the NP turn! Way to go, champ! All that value. Oh my god, dude. I mean, we're still gonna win, but that sucks. And he's got his first skill, which, you know, helps him not die like that, right? That sucks, dude. Well, it's time for some Han support here. You know, I don't need Ivan's first skill. He's definitely going to get his NP here. Yeah, but we're not going to need it later, so might as well use it now. Yeah, Gil's VA is really good. Well, we're definitely gonna win. It's just a matter of time here. Hans is going to let us stabilize quite nicely. Get this attack down. Or not. I literally didn't even care about the poison. I just wanted the attack down. What the hell is his magic resist? It's D. His magic resist is D. How the fuck? Son of a bitch. Tempted to do Ivan's first to overcharge Hans's, because making his buffs better is nice. So let's see if we get the attack though. Yeah, there we go. I want to point out though, magic resist is horseshit. If you look at the percentages, it barely gains per rank, right? So even though D rank is so fucking low, you know, the percent difference isn't that big. Like, fucking D is 12.5%, right? C is 15%, right? Wow, real big difference here. Please, do I have my? Oh, please, somebody have my vulnerability. Let me just yeet that. I don't. Yep, I'm doing it. Fuck him. Get rid of those crit buffs. Get rid of the evade. Like, I don't have an NP or anything, but I'm totally fine with that. Dude, Ivan kicked so much ass here. And again, AoE neutral. Fucking awesome. This is why I like doing the whole super neutral thing. It's fun. Make easy bosses a lot more interesting. Now, I really should do Buster Art because we would probably kill. But maybe we get maybe we don't kill here and Robin gets to NP. Although what actually I may have just thrown, because I just used my sure hit and he could evade. I think he's scripted to only evade the once. But yeah, if he evaded there I would have lost. Because I already used my sure hit and I just used Robin's evade when he didn't really need it, so he would have died to an NP. But most AI in the later part of the game, they're scripted to only do it once. Like, I don't think it's lucky, it's just... We're lucky that he's scripted like a lot of recent bosses are, and that they won't use their survival skill multiple times. But, yeah, if he wasn't scripted like that, we would be, having a bad time. Alright, we normally kill steal. I feel like Robin kind of deserves a kill steal, though. I mean, he's even like got like kind of a mirror thing going on with Emiya. But we'll give it to Ivan for once. I love kill stealing. It's just, you know, we've already seen Ivan's NP a bunch and we've seen the damage a bunch, so we'll see what Robin does, right? Dude, fucking David got no value. He got no value. George would have been better, right? Like, so many basic units would have been better than David there. Now, obviously, if David didn't get blown up like that, he would have gotten really big value, but... That was some fun gameplay. I'm telling you, I really like doing these at neutral because they turn them into pretty solid boss fights, and you get to just have some nice standard value and make sure you're thinking about like using your buffs at right times and thinking about like multiple NPs and having the survivability to, you know, go the distance and stuff. I really enjoy it. It's a nice, nice chill gameplay, but you still gotta try. All right. Do I have to buy stuff from the shop? I guess I do. Or not? What? What am I supposed to do now? Oh. They hide in that. This isn't Shiki, is it? I thought Shiki was later. I thought Shiki was after you do the story. If this isn't Shiki, what is this? Because Shiki starts as assassin. Let me don't tell me, Chad. Don't spoil me. I'm trying to remember what. Is it Nero? I think it might be Nero. That's the only thing I can think of that's like kind of relevant. And then someone spoils it. I think thankfully I said it right before that popped up in chat. Jesus, man. Every time. Anyway, I think I called it first, so it's fine. I got it. So all right, Chad. Throw some names at me. Class neutral. No, so no archers or lancers or berserkers. I mean, Ricky, yeah, Ricky Okita, I like that. Caesar, that's a kind of a fun one. Saberlot, ooh, I like that one. Okay, I like too many of these. There's too many good ones in here. So what I'm gonna do is we'll leave it up to Rex. We'll let Rex pick out like 4 names, and we'll go with that. There's too many in there that I like. Nero, you could do Nero mirror match. That'd be pretty funny because she's neutral and all that too. I mean, Rex, you are normally the pole guy, but I mean, if I don't know if Zaw wants to do it, we can let Zaw grab it. But you know, just pull like some of the names you see, you know, people are saying, and we'll go from there. Cause yeah, there's literally too many for me to pick here. Like Tomoe would be fun, Shiki would be fun. A lot of these would be fun. Now we wouldn't use Bride. I think Bride, I'd use regular Nero. Bride would be a lot easier because she's single target and she's just such a fucking good unit. All right, what do we got here? That's a lot of sabers, Rex. That's like all sabers. I see what you did there. Alright, what are we gonna get? Wow, Saber Lancelot killing it. People want those art crits. Alright, it looks like it's Sitting Master versus Lancelot. I think Lancelot is gonna win. I'll go ahead and slot mine then. I don't. Oh fuck! I can't slot mine. I don't want to reset that stage for like the millionth time. Shit. We need somebody from chat then to slot a Saber Lancelot. Like if I can, I can slot it if I have to, but I'd rather not log on that account now if I can help it. And if we could get some command codes too, that would be nice. Get the Star Absorb and Star Bomb and all that, or Crit Up, whatever. This is team context, so we probably don't need Star Absorb. Let's be real. Alright, anybody got a good Saber Lancelot, or do I have to? I would prefer one better than 666, but if that's the best we got, we'll go with it, but hopefully we can get better than that. Man, mine's NP5 and everything, man. Mine's a strong lad. I even picked him for a free 4-star a long time ago. Everyone's got Scuffed Lancelot. I've got 10-8-10, NP2 on NA. Well, that started good. Then it fell off a little bit. Chat, do I have to slot mine? I think I have to. I don't want to slot mine. Because if I log in and then I forget to do it again, I'll lose the stage, right? And that'd be fucked. Maybe we've already got someone with Lancelot, but probably not. He seems to be kind of rare these days. Does my ult account have him? I think my ult account has him, but he's not, like, skill ranks aren't leveled at all. He's probably not even leveled in the first place. What NP rank ace? Man, this is sad. A lot of people got it on an A. At least there's that. We got 888 NP1 from Shadow. Got 77 question mark from Ace. 2 might have to be good enough. I want, oh man, 10 10 10 though. You get that peak. It's not even about the crit damage, which that helps, but it's the cooldowns that are really nice. Another NA, feels bad. Alright, well, I think we're gonna go with Ace. That seems like the best one we got. Can we give him some decent command codes and all that then? Try to make up for the skill ranks and stuff. I've got a really good Lancelot on NA as well, actually. I rolled on him when he was rated up. I was like, I was planning, like, pretty early on in my NA account, I decided I wanted to get Lancelot. Pretty good on that account. That's why I rolled for 2030 when 2030 was rated up for Scath, because 2030 is so great with him. I was gonna go all Hans and Lancelot and stuff. And then I ended up getting a bunch of Scaths, but you know. Actually, I think I only got Scath once, and then I got her again when she was rated up later. And then I got her NP3 and like her last rate up on NA or something, and just threw like tickets at her. I think that's how it went. It was a long time ago. Alright, I think I already have Ace on my friends list. We'll give him a second though to slap on some command codes and whatnot. Honestly, a lot of times Lancelot is better than Sitting Master just because you don't... Oftentimes you won't need the survivability. Now, it's a lot rougher now because they buffed Sitting Master, but before that, honestly, Lancelot for pure damage was definitely better by quite a noticeable amount. But Sitting Master is kind of bananas now that they buffed him, because not all, see, here's the thing, it's not just the crit thing, it's the fact that they lowered the cooldown on his evade and attack up. That's what makes Sitting Master's buff disgusting, honestly. That makes him so much stronger. Like, seriously, people would have complained, but if his buff was just the lowering the cooldown and no other change, it would have made him, like, that alone would just be huge. Like, the synergy between such a short cooldown evade and all the attack down that he has is so powerful. But now he also has the crit buff on top of it, so it's just completely disgusting. He's definitely one of the best 4-star sabers now. Like, he is just incredible. Because now he's got damage and dude, survival skills on 5-turn cooldowns that are combined with other survivability skills. Your longevity is just so much greater than most units. That's why 100 Face is so good. 5-turn evade, short, big, juicy heal, right? And then Sitting Master's got the same cooldown on evade, but then a bunch of attack down. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, let's see what Ace has got for us here. They might not be ready just yet, because it's almost like the command code UI is really bad or something. Oh shit, Max has one too. Excuse me, was Max saying things and I didn't notice it? I'm telling you, man, it's because it's the random name thing gets me for one, and then I guess it's just, I always look for Max, but it's Shooting Star Max, right? And it's even got the star in the name here, so I should figure it out, but I skip Max's messages so often, and I shouldn't. It feels bad, man. Max actually might end up having the best one here. We'll see. We'll see Aces and Maxes and see what happens. 10 out of 10 streamer, by the way. I know, Beastly with the not Virgil, dude, he is such a monster, man. The looping is so good. All right, so got the 2 Lancelots here. Let's see if we can get Maxes again and see what which one we want. It's a shame that no one's got a premium Lancelot, but it is what it is. The command codes will help with that. There we go. We got all 3 Lancelots. Okay. Well, Max's is the best. but Ace has got the slightly better command codes. That is close, though. But Max does have the superior skill ranks. Ooh, the third one's 10, though. The third one's 10, though. This is really tough. This is super tough right now. Because these command codes are all, I mean, 20% on the guild one, that's, you know, with the crits, that's big. I'll kill you if you made me switch command codes for nothing. I mean, hey, we gotta give Lancelot his best here. Alright, well, I'll tell you what, if we fail, we'll just mix it up. We'll start with aces, and then if we fail, we'll go to max, and so on and so forth. We'll just switch things up here. Okay. Ace threatening me, man. Oh, shit. Alright, so Hans is really good. Oh my god, I can't use David. Why, David, why are you counterclassing? Can I just turn David into a shielder real quick? Can I just do that? Well... what do I want to do? So Hans is going to be on the team no matter what. I don't know where, but Hans is going to be on the team. Mozart is going to be on the team. Okay, what else do I got here? Whoa, don't, if the mats are a problem, Ace, don't. Like, fucking don't. It's not worth it. It's just a random boss fight on a dumb stream. Don't go blowing mats you can't afford here. And he's a 4-star, so it's QP too. It's not worth it, man. Put the Void Dust down. There are so many units that need Void Dust. I think we can win, so I did it. Oh, Ace, what have you done? What if you need that Void Dust? Everybody needs the. It's not even what if you need the Void Dust. You're going to need that Void Dust. Well, no, I just feel bad. I was just hoping someone in my chat would have the hero 10-10-10 Lancelot, because then they're already a fan of Lancelot, right? And, you know, no problem. Okay, 100 Face is good. She's a good standard neutral class anyway. And we got art synergy, so that's good. Asclepius is pretty good. Can't use Robin. Can't use Q, unfortunately. Karna is good. Mash is good. Martha's okay for the buff removal, to be honest. If you were here sooner, Pit, I would have gone with that one, but Ace is already committed, so we gotta see how he'd do. Alright, let me get Ace in here again. Okay. So, the one problem with Lancelot is he doesn't have any survival. And we are fighting an AoE boss. So, that's a little tricky. That's why I wanted to bring David. But, yeah. Maybe we mash? Iffy on mash here. See, the problem is I can't save Hans easily now either. I don't think Hans is going to need his NP right away, so I think I can do that. That's a big help. Maybe Demonic, either Demonic or K-Scope. Or 2030. We could slap... That might be more stars than we need. Yeah, it's especially good though if the other unit has their own survivability skill. But Lancelot doesn't. But I'm sure it'll still work well. See, our Mash does not have her third skill upgraded. That's why I kind of want to give her starting NP. Might cut Mozart then. That sucks because he's so much damage for Lancelot, but it's gonna be hard to work that in. I guess she's gonna turn into Nero Bride. I think it'd be cooler if she started as Nero Bride and turned into the AoE one, because it's more of a threat. AoE is more threatening from the AI as in the guts thing. K-scope. This is where Fuma would be swell. I think I could get away with that. I think we do Atlas. Default for the heal though is good for stabilizing. It's just, when Mozart shows up, you might not have the Star Absorb on Lancelot back, and so having Atlas kind of guarantees that, and then you can crit off the Star Bomb and then crit again off the third skill. But maybe you don't have a good hand there anyway, so... Yeah, that's a shared theme. It's for the Rune Sentinels from Dark Souls 2 and the Smelter Demon from Dark Souls 2, obviously. Yep, it's this one first. Kind of a rough start, hand-wise. I could crit right now if I wanted to. Alright, I'll do it. It's gonna make awkward battery though. We're gonna, because it's gonna take us to 90, so that whenever we get an art card, we'll go way over. Okay. You see now, maybe I shouldn't have done Hans's third skill yet. I probably should have done it next turn, because we're gonna whiff a lot of NP here because of that. And I think we would have crit this turn anyway. Yeah, I should not have cast Hans's skill until the next turn. Because then we get the full value out of it for like the NP that's starting from 0 to 100, right? So that would have been much better. Mistakes! Gas, 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 though. My god, that's... Dude, he's neutral. And he doesn't even have, like, a bunch of buffs or anything. It's... My god. Yeah, it's pretty good. Dude, she's healing a lot. Art chain, yeah. We'll break with the NP. Okay, I'm reminded how much I enjoy Lancelot's gameplay. 98% though? Okay, there we go. Actually, we probably won't break because... Man, I think we would have broke if I had Atlas. Because I could get the stuff again. Shit. I don't want Hans to die here. I really don't want Hans to die here. I wanted to break because then she becomes a single target NP and I could just have Mash tank it. So I can do Mash's NP and we'll have double attack up. But with her defense up, I don't think that's gonna be enough. If she didn't have the defense up, I think it would be fine. Damn. Arjuna, that's rough. I actually want to save Hans. I think he's worth it. I could overcharge Mash to give a bigger defense buff. That's not enough, though. I don't think. Yeah. Damn. So if it wasn't like, God, Nero heals so much. Like the amount of health she healed over the few turns, plus that defense buff is really what stopped us from breaking here. Is yeah, Mash taunting and involving herself if we broke would have been super good. Man, I actually need to update the playlist. I feel like I haven't added that many songs in a while. I stole some of Kairo's the other day. I mean, what? See, I wanted to be able to survive 2 NPs, but I didn't really time things right now. Also, Kairo steals music from me all of the time. Don't even try to deny it. Like, I so often. That's fine, that's what you're supposed to do. That's the whole point of sharing music. Gotta find that good shit, man. Kairo had a really good stream yesterday. That was really fun. Yeah, I was like pooped, so I didn't want to stream myself. I was so exhausted. And so I just watched Kairo stream. It was great. Oh, she just gets the gimmick. She just gets her other self's... Are you kidding me? That's so lame. She barely killed him, and it was just because of the attack up from Imperial Privilege. So now, why I'm pissed about that is because I shouldn't have used evade on him then. Like, I don't get much value out of it because of that. Bullshit! Do I art up here even though I don't have an art card? Like, we have our... No, wait, I don't have my MP. I'm at 95% because, you know, rip. Dude, if Mozart dies this turn, it's gonna be so bad. If he lives this turn, it's amazing. But if he dies this turn, we actually might lose. That is such a huge value hit if he dies here. Wait, how? Oh, are you kidding me? All of all of Lancelot's art cards are in the third hand. I just wanted one. Dude, that sucks so bad. Oh my god. Oh, I'm not happy. Oh, I'm not happy. Much lost value. And man, we didn't have 100 faces in peace, so she doesn't get the art up from Mozart. No, no, what? I need to bring another taunt instead of Mozart. I need to bring George. That is where things went wrong. We'll still win, I think, but I kind of want to reset because there's just a lot that could be improved upon. That was a difficult turn because we had too much value to pick from. Yeah, I want to see if we can win, but I'm gonna reset. I want to do that better. I want to kill Celia. He's a good cleanup unit because, you know, he has good damage, he has some survival, and he got a battery, so solid stat line. Why are her shoes blue? That's so weird. I guess she has, no, she really doesn't have any other blue. That's very weird to me. How many stacks of guts does she have? 3. Yeah, we'd probably win. I'm saving 100 space because you want different units to be able to switch. Like for killing. So normally he'd remove guts, but it's a permanent gimmick, so he can't. I wish he had gotten guts there. We're still probably fine? We're pushing it here. Because one Karn is probably gonna die, and then you can't target switch on the guts anymore, so... Oh fuck, we didn't get that last one. Oh fuck. If we had gotten that last one, we would've won there. Or if 100 Face had her NP, because then you could kill 2. I think we've lost. It depends, it's gonna be RNG at the end here. We have to live one turn. He landed a 40% attack up. Okay. Alright, well, I wanted to reset anyway. I wanted to do better with Lancelot. It was that Karna turn we almost killed but didn't. That really set us behind there. And we already can't summon Ace again. Love it. There we go. Alright, I think we cut George. I cut Mozart and add George. Excuse me. Starbomb's alright on him. I'm having some frame drops. I've dropped 3% of my frames because I'm having some internet problems. Although if you're having internet problems on top of it, then it must be really, really, really bad. I've dropped 3.1% of my frames over the last 3 hours, so. Like spikes here and there. ISP being a bitch. I wish Lancelot only had 2 cards. 3 cards is enough that we might not crit with 20 stars. At least we'll crit once. I really would want the art one to crit though. RNG, let's go. Damn it. Damn it. It's not even about the damage, it's about getting my NT there. And if it had crit, I would have gotten it. Damn, that sucks. I could have also just put the art card in third place. Okay, he has a art card next hand. Chain to get Hans. Or not. Please hit Hans. You bastard. You fucking bastard! Wait, that's right, we had the art card in the other hand. What am I thinking? Fuck, yeah, Card counting off here. Excuse me. Probably shouldn't have done the attack buff because I have no normal cards. I don't know if they're gonna do Benkei. It depends on if Benkei is in the event or not. If he is in the event, he might get one. But there's no guarantee he's gonna be in the event. He's obviously with Ushi often, but not all the time. Like, definitely not all the time. I mean, he's not a Tengu or anything, so... Like, Ushi is such a given because of the event name. He's literally the only Tengu in the game right now, other than the new ones getting added. But, I would not be surprised if Benkei got one. I wouldn't be surprised if he got a buff either. Like, I wouldn't be shocked at all, but I don't think it's nearly as, like, likely as Ushi getting one. An update, not a buff. Boy, we are so behind on this one compared to the last one. Is he a bonus servant? Because that'll probably tell you. Because they showed all the bonus servants. So if he's a bonus servant, then he's probably in the event. But if he's not a bonus servant, then rip. Just dropped a frame right there. So I should taunt earlier with Mash to increase the odds of Han still having his evade on this turn. Like, if you taunt Mash early on, that's a guaranteed turn that he can't lose it. So I definitely made some mistakes. So the way the deck shuffled was just a bit awkward to work with. The big mistake was I should have done Buster Buster Art on turn 1. That was really what messed me up. I think buff removal makes a lot of sense on Benkei. It fits him lore-wise, and it like fits him as a utility unit, which is what he is. I think that would help him a lot. They need to lower the cooldown on one of his skills and add buff removal to it. Sure, I really needed to do the Star Absorb there. Throwing the crit buff away, but making stars for next turn. What I need to do, I haven't played NA in a while, I need to just do an NA stream and just to check out people's units, let them show off what they've been working on. Because we've got the Gilgamesh Dragon, and that's really good for that, and I got a couple other stages on NA. So I need to do that at some point, because most of my viewers are in NA, and it'd be fun to see what my viewers have been cooking over there. Where'd they go? God, these why is it? She's got her fucking Imperial Privilege attack up, 2 of them, and then fucking crit up, and then she did nothing but buster attacks. Good lord. Might look weird to cast this when I've already got good crits, but I'm like, I'll have good crits next turn, assuming nobody dies, which they might. I actually need someone to die so I get my taunt out. I think we need Hans to die, sadly. If Hans could NP this turn, I would have been feeling pretty good, but boy, I should give somebody crit removal command codes. That would help so much. Or just use a unit with crit down, like, I don't know, Fuma. The amount of times I have wished this account had Fuma is crazy. Because yeah, crit down's pretty good. Okay, we're a little bit more stable now. I need George to not have guts proc this turn. No, it's okay if it procs this turn. Mashu Smashu. Please stop healing and using defense buffs and all that nonsense. Also, George, we needed just the tiniest amount of NP gain on Lancelot. But apparently you needed the cards, so, you know, excuse me. Say hi to the horse, chat. I feel like when he does a chain like that uses the horse that much, they should have made animations where he just stayed on the horse. Because it's kind of silly him getting on and off like that. Hell, they could have just had him on the horse the entire time. I don't think anyone would have minded that. That'd have been a real change from how he was, but I would have done, well, that's too much work for them, but I would have made like stage 3 is always on the horse. Then like stage 1 and 2 aren't. But that's too much work for them, because then they have to make different 2 sets of animations and whatnot. And they cannot be bothered. I actually probably should have healed Mash, because if she could taunt the next NP, that would be kind of amazing. Can we art chain so I don't star absorb on Lancelot yet? Yeah, they're happy to make new characters with 3 sets of animations or 2 sets of animations, but they're not happy to do it for old characters that get animation updates. Yeah, they'll do it for Space Ishtar and Yang and all that nonsense. You know, the new 5 stars, they'll do it, but old units getting updates, especially 1 to 3 stars, not so much. She has 80% defense up right now. This is bullshit. Fucking Imperial Privilege without a cooldown is so broken. God damn it, dude. I think I cast this early, because he's probably not gonna go to the NP single target, so I just need to live in the short term here. I should give someone a command to remove defense buff. That would help too. Or just ace slap on Lancelot would be alright. I think we can win this though. We're in a winnable position. The defense buff though was really rough on us. That was like a turn where we couldn't do anything. Do I want 100 face to NP right now? Yes, lady. Yeah, it's the whatever the fuck one from Super Nero, but it's basically Imperial Privilege. It's always gonna land the defense buff here. If anything, it's worse because of that. I don't remember what Saber Nero or Nero Bride skills are called.
乙女の加護を
我がのし城の数どうあがいても及ぶまい暗い夜道でも安心
It's like heal defense up.
お任せをいい組み立てはっ見切れる
Oh. We had quite a bit of value there because 100 Phase couldn't die and we had 2 NPs, so definitely better than last time, even though the start was rough and I think I messed up a bit at the start, but that was clearly better than last time. George was so much better than Mozart. Not even close. Alright, well we're still dropping frames like a champ, so I think we'll wrap up there. We did what we set out to do though, that was good, and we got a few more bosses left later, so that's nice. Oh, real quick though. Got that double summon on story, so why not? Arjuna, I respect the hustle, but I don't think I could do it. That's a lot of questions. So we still need one more copy of Caesar. I do plan on getting NP2 Lion King someday, but I'm waiting for her to get rated up and then we'll roll. In the meantime, we'll use our summon tickets on story summoning just because, you know, who knows what we'll get. I got NP4 Caesar the other day, so still need one more. But that was really nice to get that little step up from NP3, so I was not complaining. Last summon ticket. Caesar! Caesar! Damn it. I've gotten that CE quite a bit on this account already. Alright boys, we'll wrap up there. That was a good time. I'm enjoying this account a lot. We gotta get Fuma up though. Holy crap. That's my goal from the event, is to hopefully get Fuma up from it. That would that'd be a big help. But I don't know, we might have to use the XP on the welfare, especially if it's a mission-based event. Any chance that I haven't bought the stuff? No, I didn't. I don't even know how much XP I'm sitting on. What I should do is I should use some of my FP. I might do it this event and try to get the event CE from FP. Just make the farming easier, and then I'll get a bunch of fucking XP that way. That's a pretty good idea, honestly. Cause I got 400k, like what the hell am I gonna use that on? Yeah, that's definitely the plan. Anyway, let's raid somebody. What do we got here? Yeah, the event should start like crazy late tonight, like in 5 hours or something. 4 or 5 hours. So we'll be streaming that tomorrow, most likely. Let's see. Anybody? Oh, someone playing. Looks like Shimosa. Alright, we'll do that. They're doing Archer of Inferno right now. Totally not Tomoe, by the way. Alright, go get them, boys. I will see you all tomorrow, most likely. And let's hope for a new She animation update. Fucking cubes, man. Fucking cubes.